y'all? It's your boy Jay back at it again. Today we got StarveMaxxing like a real anime character by Greg Doucet. Y'all know the deals, man. Follow me on both Jays here and his here. Get tapped on my socials without any more yapping. We just get around to it.
He's got the crazy abdominals, veins going all through his arms. If this was not a man and it was a woman and we showed her this lean, what would we call that? If you continue to eat like this, you end up going to the hospital. Or worse.
No, I ain't gonna lie. From what I just can see from this title, niggas is starving themselves. I'm not talking about intermittent fasting because that's actually has some beneficial factors for you. I'm talking about niggas dead ass depriving themselves of nutrients, water, all that shit. That's not healthy, man.
Coach Greg, in today's video, we got a guy posting on social media and it says
like
full day.
My nigga, your jaw's not supposed to be looked like that. Like, I understand niggas got sharp jawlines and shit, but yo cheekbones, like, you should not be able to see these skeletal muscles. I don't care how lean you is. This shit is not healthy.
Day of eating. Now, he claims to be into the gym, food, movies, and life, but the problem is, if he continues to eat like this, he's not going to have a life because he isn't going to be alive. Let's go over his full day of eating. Full day of eating to look like a real-life anime character. It looks like he has a little bit of gynecomastia. Perhaps that's from puberty or just because he's so lean that you can see a little bit of the gland around the nipple. He's got veins everywhere. He's strided. The chest lines are going from side to side. And as you look at this, it's not appealing. It's not like, yeah, I want to look like...
Like, it's not appealing because this is not natural. Like, it doesn't look good. Like, if this nigga was just eating normally and was eating healthy, like chicken, steak, eggs, drinking at least a gallon of water every single good day, getting 7-8 hours of sleep, you know, eating strawberries, blueberries, blackberries, the nigga would probably look cold as fuck. That nigga would look like Gojo post Prison Realm. He look like Baki. He look like Goku. He look like Toji. That nigga will look cold, but he's starving himself. Like, that's not, like, I don't see this and think I need to get like that. I see this and I'm like, this nigga's killing himself. He's killing himself, bro. Because the human body's not supposed to move like this. It's not supposed to look this lean.
That. I mean, even his jaw is shredded. Look from the side. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4 lines on the side of his face.
This nigga looks like an imperfect cell victim, bro. This is not tough.
His cheekbones are clearly pronounced, and so he's got about no body fat. I mean, if there was a percent, whatever as low as that could be, that's where he's at. Does he have a lot of muscle? Of course not. But you can see every fiber and every striation, and that's what he wants to look like. And so, is it social media? Is it anime? Why are we trying to look like anime characters? Those are cartoons.
Well, here's the thing. Anime characters, like I said, hella motivation. I started working out and I continue to work out because of characters like Goku, Hajime no Ippo, you know what I'm saying, my boy Maka no Uchi, all that shit. However, I know, right, from watching videos, especially from my dog at Jax Blade, shout out my nigga Jax Blade, that these anime physiques are not realistic, bro. And this is coming from someone who's very lean, great shape, defined back muscles. I have an anime physique, bro. Like, I'd say that I look like I could be an anime character if we're just going off the looks and build of the shit. And even I know that you're not going to look like Goku 100% of the time. Because you also got to take into account that when I'm posing for these Instagram flicks, post-workout, I'm usually in a fasted state, so my body looks more lean and chiseled. I make sure to get the pose, the lighting, all that shit. Like, you're not going to wake up after, like, especially if you eat a lot of food, you're not going to look like Toji, bro. You're going to have a small little gut, right? Because a lot of these niggas be flexing in all their videos constantly. Like, that's not normal, bro. And I think that constant comparison, because there's nothing wrong with wanting to be better and wanting to be stronger, but when it gets to such an unhealthy obsession to the point where you're starving your body like this, I think that's caused by a lack of, like, self-worth, to be honest, bro. Because I know, like, I would train to be like Goku, use him as motivation, but I know I would never put myself in this position.
It's not for real life. We're going to watch his full day of eating in order to learn what he does in order to somehow want to look like this. Like, this is not the look that we should be striving for. Now, it's funny how YouTube and so on have these policies where I'm not allowed to teach you how to eat healthy, to do cardio, and to live a healthy life, as it promotes unhealthy eating practices.
But this doesn't. This nigga looking like old boy, the old man from Baki, the one that fought Yujiro. This isn't unhealthy, my nigga.
That's what they say. Does this video look like I'm trying to say something bad, that it should be demonetized, that you shouldn't be able to watch this, that they're not going to show it to as many people? You can show people doing mukbang videos like Nikocado Avocado.
This shit make me not want to eat food. And I'm a fat nigga. I like to eat. But when this fat bastard is stuffing his mouth full with blue noodles and Takis, nigga, blue gunk on his mouth, I don't want to eat no more, bro, because that shit is nasty. Like, his nigga and Joey's food reviews, like, them niggas make me not want to eat food, bitch. Like, that shit nasty. But we can promote this, even though it's literally a nigga killing himself, basically. Like, I seen images where this nigga was in the hospital, bro.
For years, where he gained 200 plus pounds. But when I try to explain how to eat healthy, how not to do these mistakes, that somehow is a bad thing. It makes no sense.
Real life anime character. Sorry, this might be a bit of a long.
And so yeah,
and it's like this nigga's not even gonna look cold unless he doesn't look cold now, right? And if this nigga's just wearing a regular shirt, he's not gonna look tough, bro. Like, niggas is gonna think this nigga scrawny as shit if he just wears like a regular t-shirt.
Arms up, we see the gyno. Not saying he's on performance-enhancing drugs. I certainly hope that he's natural. But when your full day of eating involves only one meal, and it starts at 5 o'clock, and it's under 1,000 calories...
You're hoeing yourself, bro. And this is coming from a nigga who's fasted before. You gotta eat, bro. You gotta eat lunch. You gotta at least eat lunch and dinner. You gotta at least... Sometimes I'll be snacking. I drink water. I don't drink soda, but... I know at the end of the day, I have to eat if I want to maintain my caloric maintenance. Because I'm very happy with the way I look. And I know that if I want to maintain my aesthetic, I got to eat, bro. No bullshit.
It's not good. And you have to wonder, how does he have enough energy to survive? How is he able to make it till 5 o'clock without eating? Does he just have very strong willpower? Or is he perhaps on Ozempic, terzipatide, and so on? I don't know. Now remember, if you genuinely have an eating problem where you're eating too much and you need to lower the food dyes, you can go to Algorex. You can get your blood work done and take various medications. And for this man, I hope he's getting his blood work done.
Is this an ad? Yeah, that's an ad. Hold on. We just gonna skip that right quick.
Doctor suggests this should be the last resort. What you do after you try to solve the problem. He needs to eat more. I understand he wants to be shredded. This is no different than anyone doing a bodybuilding competition. But remember, bodybuilding competitions are perhaps one day for a couple weeks, whatever. It's bad enough. But if you continue to stay that lean...
Bodybuilders, especially on those days, some of the times they pass out because they don't have water or food for hours and even like a day or two before leading up to that competition. So they have no fucking... Because when you get to this level of shredded... You have no fat on your body, and fat is essential for having just long-term energy, my nigga. So this nigga has zero energy. I don't know how this nigga has energy to do shit.
It is not healthy.
Video, let's go. That's 6 monsters. These are macro.
Like, that shit can't be healthy. 6? Nigga, I would only drink a monster if I had to edit a video or get some shit done that was super important and I had to stay up hella late. Nigga, 6 monsters, bro? You're killing yourself, my nigga.
Yeah, there's a full day of eating. Let me know what else you want to see.
Yeah, and this nigga's getting no nutrients, no protein, magnesium, no zinc, no calcium, no vitamin C. Like, he's getting no type of nutritional value from that shit either.
6 monsters that day. That was his full day of eating. And so on that day, he consumed sugar.
Sugar and a bunch of other bullshit that's not good for your body.
In the form of monsters. He didn't actually eat. He drank monsters. He drank sugar. There's no protein. How does he have any muscle? That's just one example of his day. Now, He freeze frames it right here. You see all the chest is striated. And so let's say that was for just one day. Out of the entire year, for one day, he did that diet. Even that's moronic.
Even that's stupid because it's 6 fucking... You're better off just having the whole day fasting and just drinking water. Because at least water has nutritional value. Your body needs water. Your body doesn't need fucking monsters, let alone 6 of them bitches. Like, you're better off just not eating and just drinking water throughout the entire day as opposed to doing that shit. I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. Like, nigga, I drink 1 cup of coffee and I'm thinking that's enough caffeine for today. I'm not even gonna, like, 1 cup of coffee, I'm good. 2, that's like if I really gotta lock in and get shit done. I gotta record like 4 or 5, maybe 6 videos that day. And you know what I'm saying? I got an exam to study for, some shit like that. But, my nigga, I'm not doing... That's after 2 cups of coffee. I'm not... Like, I wouldn't even imagine drinking a 3rd cup of coffee. Like, that shit would never... Like, I would never even imagine doing that shit. Because I know the energy crash afterwards would go crazy. I know you're putting so much caffeine into your system that it's not good for you, bro.
Even for one day, this makes no sense. The caffeine content alone, it's around 1,000 milligrams, and that's too much. And so he's essentially running on fumes, he's running on caffeine and sugar with no protein, and so he has no building blocks to help him build muscle. Does this diet make sense?
Here's my full day of eating to look like an anime character. Waking up, hydrating,
and the thing is about these anime characters, these niggas be eating crazy. Like, if you watch Dragon Ball, Goku eats crazy. Luffy be eating crazy. Naruto eats a lot. Ichigo, in some scenes, eats a good amount of food. Like, these niggas eat because they know you have to eat if you want to bulk up, build muscle, and just have a lot of energy to do shit. Asta eats a lot of food. Like, these characters eat food and make sure they get their rest, which is why, then again, they're so jacked. But not only do they look aesthetic, they're functional. They're athletic. They can move fast. They can punch hard. They have energy and endurance. Now, obviously, a physique like Namek Goku, right? Like, if I was to pull this shit up, because I'm pretty sure this is the buffest version of Goku. This is the bodybuilder physique. You would train like a bodybuilder to get like this. But even then, right? Even then, this nigga Goku gets a lot of rest. He makes sure to stretch. He makes sure to meditate. He makes sure to keep his body and mind healthy. So that way he can, you know what I'm saying, operate his physique at 100% capacity. I look at Asta, right? I look at my nigga Asta. This nigga eats a lot of food. He constantly training. He's very aesthetic. Niggas would fight tooth and nail to get a body like this. Even if we look at someone on the leaner side, right? Like, I look at a nigga like Sung Jin-woo, who's more, like, Sung Jin-woo has, like, a leaner, more model-ass physique. And even then, this nigga makes sure to eat. Even then, this nigga is aesthetic. And, like, this is a physique you could reasonably get in real life if you're consistent and have energy, have endurance, have the ability to fight. Because bodybuilders, usually, they're very good at size, aesthetics, and lifting heavy muscles. Not lifting heavy, but lifting heavy weight, but they often struggle with lifting very weird shaped objects, stamina, running, and things of that nature, bro. So you have to choose the physique that's right for you, but all I'm saying is that all these physiques, these niggas take care of themselves, and this nigga clearly is not doing that. Like, this nigga's on the fast track to a terrible health, bro. He might already, I know he's already in bad health, but he's just making it worse.
It's a water and a monster.
What's up with Broid Monsters? Now, this time it's a 0-calorie Monster energy drink. I mean, if you're going to drink a Monster, please drink the sugar-free version, unless, of course, you're doing a tremendous amount of cardio. So, for example, if you're
if you're doing cardio, you should probably like something kind of sugary. Because you're burning a lot of that glucose and your body needs that shit for short-term energy. So, yeah.
A bike race, let's call it 100 kilometers and you drink a Monster during the race, I think that that's beneficial, perhaps even two. The caffeine is going to give you more energy and the sugar is going to give you some fuel. When you're riding a bike, doing hours and hours of cardio, you're burning a tremendous amount of carbohydrates and you need to replenish that if you're wanting to put out your full power. But for the average person who's going to the gym and lifting weights, you don't need to consume any more sugar. You're not training that hard. You might think that you're training that hard, and even if you are, you're not burning all that many calories because you lift, you do a set, it takes perhaps 30 seconds or a minute, and then you're resting. In a bike race, you're using your whole body and you're moving repeatedly for hours. And so if you're just going to the gym, I don't really think you need a lot of sugar. I don't even think you need to add in any sugar. And so a Perrolite with BCAAs and essential amino acids as well as electrolytes, this is all that you need while doing your workout.
Waking up, hydrating, 2 litres of water and a Monster.
At least he's drinking some water to get hydrated, but why not consume your protein? Like, why are we fasting until 5 o'clock? Is he trying to increase his growth hormone? Because here's some facts. Your growth hormone can be as high as you want, but without protein for building blocks, you can't build muscle.
For sure.
What good is having very high growth hormone levels or even high testosterone levels if you have no building blocks to build muscle? Without the building blocks, you can't build muscle. And so it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter
How high your growth hormone levels are or how much testosterone, tren, whatever that you're taking, if you're not eating enough because you can't build something from nothing. Does that make sense?
First meal of the day around 5 p.m. Yogurt, fruit.
This is how lazy the editor is. He has fruit, steaks, and eggs, but he shows a photo of Greek yogurt. Now, what she should have done is had some of that fruit or that Greek yogurt or some of those eggs and steak and had it for breakfast. Spread his meals out. Instead, he has 3 steaks, eggs,
You're
and
eating
some
way
fruit.
too much of that shit in one sitting, nigga. You're gonna being stuffed full is ass. That's why I don't eat till I'm stuffed full. I eat till I'm like maybe 70 to 80% there. Do a walk, do some light exercise so it goes down and it moves throughout my body. Then I eat again. You don't want to eat till you're 100% full. That's how you fuck up. Like everyone who eats that full, right? Real ones know you eat that full, you're tapping out. You're laying on the couch. Your stomach hurts. You ate too much, my boy. So you get stomach problems and shit.
All at 5 o'clock. Maybe 1,000 calories. It's not enough. Even if he were a female, it's not enough calories to sustain muscle growth. And so this diet is moronic. It makes no sense. If this was not a man and it was a woman and we showed her this lean, single-digit body fat, hardly eating anything, what would we call that? It starts with A.
Anorexia.
If you continue to eat like this, you end up going
I already said it. Fuck it.
to the hospital. Or worse. Let me read this comment. Chris Elgins, he writes, "Hey man, you don't know me, but I have a friend that died from restricting like this. He was an influencer as well.
Tragic,
Please
bro.
take care of yourself. S. Murray _32. Rest in peace. He was a great coach, a great guy, and just became obsessed with staying too lean. It's very sad. I'm praying for you." That's all you need to know. If you
That
starve
shit's dangerous, bro.
yourself like this with the goal of being shredded 5% or
I'm
less,
not trying to get shredded, bro. I'm probably anywhere from 11 to 13. I'm comfortable where I'm at, bro. I'm chilling, bro. I'm good, bro.
the chances are it's not going to end well.
Yeah.
This is not healthy. It's an ED, and you need to go and seek professional help. This is not okay. If you're thinking, oh, I'm skinny shaming this guy, or I should mind my own business, or I shouldn't speak out on this, do you know how many people out there are suffering from mental disorders where they think that they're fat when they're not, or they're simply dissatisfied with their bodies? They have body dysmorphia. It's a real thing.
Especially in, say, just social media where there's physique inflation, lifting inflation, all that shit.
Once you get into bodybuilding, start posting and you start comparing your physique to others. And in today's day and age, with AI and so on,
Photoshop, all that shit. A lot of niggas be on trend and testosterone, bro.
shopping,
Crazy.
we've all seen Goop's channel. Imagine how hard it is to have a physique that stands out. People will go to even greater lengths to get a physique that they think others want to be seeing. Concentration camp build. This
Insane comment. Absolutely wild ass comment.
Staying healthy, bro. Build muscle first. Brother, I'm encouraging you hard to up
If
your...
you see this, bro, please eat. Please get rest. Please eat food. Take days off to actually recover. Because what you're doing to your body right now is very bad, bro. And I'm not trying to have this man get into something, have something, bad happen to him, bro.
Food drastically. This is an ED. I don't want to diagnose anyone, but this seems like it starts with an A and ends with an A. Rest in peace, hormones. In the video before this, he has striations.
I ain't talking about how bad your hormones would be because of this.
All over his chest, vascularity, veins. He's got the crazy abdominals, veins going all through his arms, and you can see the gynecomastia, which we may or may not be getting from testosterone use and so on, but you can clearly see that he's obsessed, that he thinks that this is a quality look that he should be striving for. And to get this look, he's been starving himself. Just a shapeshift. And so prior to this, he was healthy. He looked healthy.
Like, this is a good physique, bro.
So prior...
Like this, he looks probably like 16, 17. There's good muscle definition. Like, he has, you can see chest. His abs are probably fairly well defined.
Prior to this, he was healthy. He looked healthy.
This looks like a healthy teenager, bro.
He had a normal amount of muscle, but he decided, nah, I need to get skinnier. I have too much fat. The only difference that's not making it jump out to you exactly what this man has is because he's a male and not a female. If a female did this and said, I'm too fat, and they got down to 80 pounds, and they said, I'm too fat, and they got down to 70 pounds, you would be saying exactly what I know you're thinking. You would know it's wrong. But because it's a man, you might not be thinking that. And so hopefully you understand that this happens to both men and women. It's just way more common in females. He's promoting this. I hope everyone who sees this is thinking, this is not the way.
Yeah,
this is not healthy,
bro. The long way when it comes to actually getting the physique you want is training consistently. What did Master Roshi say? Train hard, study well, eat and sleep plenty. Follow that rule. If you need help, watch a Jackson Blade, watch a Greg Doucet, watch some B4 Flex. Those guys helped me a lot on this fitness journey. Those are the guys I can actually vouch for. They know what they're talking about. So please don't do what the starving nigga is doing. Please don't. It's bad for you, bro. Trust.
This is not what we should be striving for. And we should be careful when we see this. Don't want young and impressionable people reading this, perhaps looking up to this guy thinking, yeah, I also want to shapeshift. This is code for starve yourself and become that word that starts with A. Ghost freak physique, wait for it. He's promoting trying to look like a ghost.
A ghost.
Like, is this...
Ghosts are known for being skinny and frail, and he's promoting it.
It's what we're trying to strive for on social media. This is where we're at. You try to promote some app by saying that all you have is 6 monsters a day, and on the day that you do eat, it's just 3 pieces of steak, couple eggs, some fruit, that's it? You eat once? Every video seems worse than the last. I'm not going to tell you to go follow this guy. I'm going to tell you to avoid thinking like this, as this is not healthy. I don't want people to think that...
Yeah, that shit is 100%. 100% not good for you. But with that being said, shout out Greg Doucet. This is a good video. Like always, it's your boy Jay. Stay healthy, stay wealthy, and stay blessed. And I'm out.